Welcome to Haunted Homebodies, where Halloween isn't just a day, it's a lifestyle. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Sarah, and we're your guides through the delightfully dark corners of comfort horror.
All right, it's October. We were both so excited for October. We had huge plans. We were like, this is going to be our month. This is going to be our year. Haunted Homebodies. This is it. And then, as they say, life gets in the way. So
When
this is not
Ashley
our
says
year.
as they say, she means as we say.
We do say, and I tried to do better delivery that time, so Evan is going to have to give me his feedback if we did Jeff Goldblum
I
a
think
little bit better.
you will have gained his approval for that. Yes, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's really why I'm here, is just to get Evan's approval.
He's the only person's approval for whom we are fighting. Nobody else cares enough to provide feedback.
I love his feedback. I honestly live for his feedback. It's so good. It's so thorough, and it's like really useful, you know? I feel like I just implemented it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love it.
I put on my acting pants and I came to play. Other than that, we really have nothing left to give because we are both like going through big life transitions, changes with work, changes where we're living. Like we are
struggling. Unhinged is like more accurate,
which is
especially for
really
how I showed up
disappointing.
today.
Like we were
For
so
our favorite
excited
season.
for the fall, and it's like, oh, like why couldn't have this happened like in like February or March? You know, those are the birth months of my baby and myself. But, like, other than that, what good happens in that time
But
of
you
year?
already have an excuse to celebrate. I don't know. That would be like you're stuck inside those months anyway. Like that would be great. Add on to the fact that it is still in the 90s in Houston, and I am just cranky every day.
Yeah, no, at least here in New England, it is gorgeous, not to brag, but it is
Nice.
like
You should brag.
60s. The leaves have changed. We've had a lot of really nice gloomy, like not even rainy weather, but just cloudy, which I love. It's so vibey. Yeah, it's been really great.
Nice.
Yeah, I was hot all summer, like living in a hot apartment without proper air conditioning and just like so sweaty for months and months. And now I'm like chilly. It's so great. I love
That's
it. Chilly.
amazing.
It really is the best.
I'm happy
So
for
needless to
you.
say, thank you. Needless to say, well, we actually had planned this before both like unraveling unexpectedly this fall, but we did plan a little break. So we are planning to come back in 2026, but after October, we'll probably be doing a couple more episodes in November, and then we're going to take a couple months off just to regroup and enjoy the holiday season. And yeah, we plan to come back in 2026. So if anyone wants to hit us up with ideas, encouragement, things you want to hear, things you liked, I always say things you didn't like, and I'm like, no, don't tell me that.
Don't do that.
Don't reach out. Don't reach out.
Did you not listen to our intro here? We can't handle it.
What makes you think we can deal with any sort of negative feedback right now? No. But if anyone, if there's anything that like you really enjoy, you'd like to see more of, like we've done, I don't know what, like, well, for Halloween, it'll be 31 episodes. So we're like right around episode 30. I think that's what this one is, right?
This is,
episode 30, which is incredible. But I will still say we're kind of like still finding our flow. I mean, we lost our flow. We had some flow. The flow is gone. But I would say,
they don't know any of this in the background, Ashley. They don't know how last minute we're doing these things right now.
No, we have it together, organized. It's going great. Everything's awesome. We love it here.
Yeah.
But
really, 30 straight weeks. We have put out an episode of the podcast for 30 straight weeks.
I am proud of us. I've had a lot of fun. It's been great. It's been great. And so I really do hope to come back in 2026, fresh start, more episodes. We'll probably still be doing our themes that we started. Right now we're just in Halloween theme because it's October.
The best theme.
So if you have any theme ideas, send them our way. And we may or may not be over on Instagram still. I don't know. I'm not making any promises there. We've gone a little dark. But yeah, you can always still reach out to us. We'll probably log on from time to time.
Yeah. And we've got episodes coming the next few weeks still. This is
We
not
do.
goodbye. We're just preparing you for
We're
goodbye.
preparing you because I know you'll be so sad you'll miss us. We'll miss
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Anyway,
Temporary
today,
goodbye.
let's talk about what we're doing today. We are talking about the first ever episode of Goosebumps, which aired in 2 parts, which is a lot of Goosebumps to watch in one sitting as a 30-something-year-old. They both aired on October 27th, 1995. This first episode is The Haunted Mask. I think people are pretty familiar with this one. At
It's like
least that it
the
exists,
famous
right? I
one.
think this is
Mhm.
there's a lot going on in the Goosebumps memes around this time of year, and I'm seeing a lot of Haunted Masks. I don't think I had seen this episode before, though.
And it's like the first one, isn't it?
The first
Yeah.
episode, and
How
it
many
has
shows can claim their most iconic episode was their
the first
first?
one, and it's highly rated too. It's sitting for both parts on IMDb at 8.2 out of 10, which is
Solid.
pretty solid. It has fun little bookends of R.L. Stine. I'm gonna wanna talk about R.L. Stine a little bit more later, but
Please.
that is delightful. It's clearly filmed in Canada, but I did
How could you
confirm that.
tell, Ashley?
Right, it's so Canadian. It was filmed in Toronto, extremely Canadian throughout, definitely some little accents slipping in there a few times. And you actually slipped into the notes a little bit of Goosebumps trivia. Why don't you share that with us?
Yes, I love this because I came across this not by searching Goosebumps trivia, but because I'm a nerd and whenever I'm watching anything, I'm like, that person seems kind of familiar. And I must immediately pull up IMDb to look up
Yes,
who they are and everything they have ever been in their entire lives.
right.
It's what I do. I enjoy it a lot. And it turns out that the two main characters, the two girls, Carly Beth and her friend whose name I forget because it was not said 12,000 times like
Yep,
Carly Beth
same.
was, the actresses' names are Catherine Long and Catherine Short. Spelled the same. Catherine spelled the same way with a
That's
K.
so cute. It's so
I know.
cute. I
I
wanna
know.
know the conversations they had when they found that out together on set.
Right?
It is
It's like
adorable.
too
I love it.
perfect.
I love it.
Too perfect.
They were cute little I like the little friendship vibes in this episode.
I agree. They were sweet friends almost all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, there had to be a little conflict, of course, but were
Yes.
you I don't know if we've talked about Goosebumps, extensively. Were you a Goosebumps kid? Did you read them or watch growing up?
I don't really remember watching them, but I do remember reading them,
Okay.
but not which ones.
Yeah, I don't really remember watching them. I definitely remember reading some, and then I remember pretending to read a lot. Like, I definitely was one of those kids who was, going to the Scholastic Book Fair and, buying Goosebumps because that was, the cool thing to do, and then I would just probably be, too scared to read them, but then I would read them and I'd be like, "Oh, wait, these aren't actually scary." I just, would say that I was gonna read them. It was, a
Yeah.
cool thing to have on your shelf, but I did actually have a favorite Goosebumps book. I remember reading it, and I remember being like, "This is good," and it's totally on brand for me. The book is A Night in Terror Tower, and it is about
Oh.
it's kind of like historical fiction Goosebumps vibes.
Okay. All
It's
right.
like a guard, chasing people through this, old castle-y thing. I don't really remember it super well, but, yeah, I was a big historical fiction. I was reading all the Dear America books. You remember
Oh yeah.
Loved
Uh-huh.
those. Those are so good. So good, but do you remember having a favorite book? Did you have
I don't
one?
remember
Any of
reading
them?
any of them. I just have like a vague feeling that I must have read Goosebumps books.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
There's been 1 or 2 in there, but, I think my favorite thing about watching this and just, why we're still talking about Goosebumps here today, how many years later? 30? 30 years? Yeah.
30 years.
30 years since this episode aired. It's just it's
Yeesh.
so nostalgic, everything about it. The music, the intro, the 90s vibes, the fact that it is just so like what our podcast is. It's just like spooky season 365,
Yes.
all creepy Halloween vibes all year round, and it's just it's so that's it. I don't have a word
My well,
apparently. I'm speechless.
so my favorite nostalgic part of this is that literally, and I checked and made sure as I was watching, every female character across both episodes have bangs. Every single one of them has straight across bangs, just like mine now, which is, like,
Uh,
such a '90s thing, like, the little
totally.
girls, the 2 main character girls, which today one would have bangs and the other one wouldn't, but then they both had bangs. The moms had bangs. The moms they saw when trick-or-treating had bangs. Every girl had bangs.
Oh, was it mandatory? Like, were there laws that you had to have bangs? I think I had bangs.
I mean, we all
You had
did.
to. You
We
had
all
to.
did, and
Ugh.
then I went back to them, guys.
They look good. They're good look on you. I thought about going back
Thank
to them, but I
you.
have, like, curly hair and I, like, do not style it, so everyone's like, don't do this," but
See,
we'll
I
see.
wish that my bangs would be curly sometimes,
Yeah?
but the hair that grows out of the very center of the top of my head
Yeah.
is the only part of my hair that isn't curly, so doesn't work very well.
Oh, it's fascinating. You know, just like
Yes.
the feminine urge to change your hair. It happens to me all the time and like I change it and then it's not even that different or I change
So,
it and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like it's just making my life harder.
one of the great things about already having bangs, so literally last night, I'm just at this point in life that I'm at, which we have already discussed, and I'm like, I should grow out my bangs because I'm feeling that urge to change something about
Yeah.
my life. But the
Yeah.
thing is, when you already have bangs, you can't make that really sudden decision to get bangs.
That's yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
is like
then I'll
a
talk myself out of growing them out.
totally, totally. Or you
Mhm.
get, like, halfway and you're, like, in that awkward stage, you're like, "What do
The
I go
worst.
back or do
Growing
I
out bangs
wait?"
is terrible. Yeah.
Oh, I do remember doing that. I had the of course, had the, like, 2000s, like, side swoopy bang situation.
Yep, same. I
Yeah.
remember like the hair salon where I got them cut for the first time. I remember who was there with me, like swoopy bangs.
Oof, they were the
That was a
moment.
2000s thing, yes.
Definitely. I don't think I ever grew past some of the 2000 things. Swoopy bangs, I still, like, kind of get them cut, like, almost bang. They're bang adjacent. And then, skinny jeans. Ugh,
Yes, skinny jeans
never let
forever.
go. Never let go.
Mhm,
None of mine
mhm.
fit right now, but never let them go. I still own them. Someday. Someday. Anywho, let's
So
talk about the episode.
I was just about to say I have no idea how to transition from skinny jeans to R.L.
R.L.
Stine, but
Stine.
here we go.
Here we go. Okay. 1, I love skinny jeans. 2, I love R.L. Stine. Let's talk about what an
Well done.
unproblematic king he is.
Truly.
He there's something about him. I'm an aspiring writer. Well, you're just like, I am a writer. I'm an aspiring like author, I guess. I'd like to be published someday. And so I have watched interviews with him. I just love him. The way he talks, the way he answers questions, like I just find him so fascinating. Like he just has this really quiet sense of humor, where he's like laughing on the inside, but
Mhm.
like you can feel it. You can feel it.
Yes.
And I don't know, there's just something that's like so endearing about him. In one interview in particular, he was saying that like parents were asking him like, "Oh, my kids like your stories, but like I want to know like what is the theme, like what are you trying to get across in some of your stories?" And he wrote back to them just being like nothing. Like there is no point to my story. Like it's just a story, it's just for fun. And he was saying that he feels like why shouldn't kids get to have like the books that, we're not learning a lesson. We're just like reading it cuz it's a fun story. I will say though, well, one, I agree with him totally. Like we don't need to always be
Mhm.
learning. We can just like have a fun ride, which I think a lot of his stories are. But 2, this story totally had, like, a theme and a moral and an arc, and it was, like,
I
very, very deep,
know.
okay? It was very deep. I was not prepared, especially, like, hot after like, I recently, like, heard this man say, like, "My books don't have, like, deeper meaning," and I was like, "This is the deepest shit
Yes.
for a
Well, and
kids
you
show ever."
start the episode, and it's like a very goofy intro with him, although he does have, like,
Yes.
a lot of screen presence. I was
Yes.
very impressed
Yeah.
by that as an author, but it's, like, very goofy, and the acting is not of the highest tier, which it doesn't need to be for this
Right.
at
Right.
all, but, like, the story is so deep. Do you mind if I give a just quick little overview of
Yeah,
what this
yeah.
episode is about?
Please.
I will not be reading a description from the internet because all of the descriptions are terrible. But essentially, Carly Beth is a sweet little blonde girl with bangs, as all the girls are.
Of course, of
Brunette or
course.
blonde, they've got the bangs. Uh, Carly Beth is bullied by like some specific boys in her class, and like in general, people aren't very nice to her. But she's not made out to be like a loser or anything. She's just got some bullies, and she decides she wants to get revenge on them by scaring them on Halloween. And there's this spooky shop in their town that sells like scary-ish masks, and she goes into the back room, and she gets in trouble from the shop owner, and she actually steals one of the masks. Uh, she puts it on, she can't take it off, and she turns into this, like, other kind of character, which is not a very nice person, underneath this mask, and she does scare the boys who were mean to her, and she scares her brother, and, spoiler alert, in the end, she is able to take the mask off, and she comes back to herself because she was losing herself to the
She
mask.
she is able to break the curse of the mask by, like, being like, "I want to be me." Like, she's having an existential crisis this entire episode, being like, "I don't know who I am, like, I have no opinion, I'm just a scaredy cat," and then at the end, she's, like, chanting, like, "I wanna be me," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I could cry if you weren't cackling for this whole episode and carrying around this terrifying rendition that her mom created of her, some
Oh,
sort of
I
Carly Beth
what
mask."
was with the
That was
Carly Beth
almost
head?
that was almost scarier than the actual mask, but the mask was, like, really scary. That was really good mask. I was actually
Yeah,
really impressed with
yeah.
whatever, and also that I don't know, she must have been, what, like, 10, 12 years old, that actress, and that must have been, like, a crazy amount of time, like, putting that on
Yes, I it
and, like,
looked
wearing that.
very heavy.
Heavy, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it was kind of deep, it was pretty satisfying, like, she just becomes, like, totally unhinged, is, like, cackling and trying to scare these bullies and, like, totally gets them, and I love a good revenge
Yeah.
story, I don't care if it's, like, serious or not, like, they got what they deserved.
I couldn't agree more. Could
Love
not agree
vengeance.
more.
Mm.
Yes, yes, and I did think that her performance as, like, the evil version of her was very
Yeah,
well done.
it
It
was
was
so
yeah,
funny. It
yeah.
was really, really funny, like, when I say cackle, like, I'm not being facetious, like, she was cackling for, like, half of the episode, like,
Like,
maniacally.
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah, like, running around, like, it must have been a really fun part to play, like, unhinged Carly Beth, because regular Carly Beth was a little tough,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say she deserves to get bullied because no one does, but she was not making it easy for herself, that's for
She
sure.
she was not.
Oh, man. No, it
Yes.
was it was a cute story. I enjoyed it. It did kind of make me wanna watch more Goosebumps, but, like, we were lucky to squeeze in being
Yeah.
able to watch this for now, so
Yeah.
super fun. The other thing, I guess, that I don't know if we fully highlighted is, like, this is all they're all dressing up, and she's wearing this mask because it's Halloween, so this does have some really fun, like, Halloween night trick-or-treating vibes, which I thought was really fun to watch too. Because all of Goosebumps is
Yes.
Halloween coded, but this was, like, literally Halloween night, which I think is part of why this is one of the more popular, books and episodes. So that was super fun.
I love that. I love anything that is gonna show me a scene of 90s trick or treating.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for it.
1,000%, 1,000%. I need more trick-or-treating montages, like, unrealistic trick-or-treating montages. I need it to be the perfect amount of lighting because like, all kids are going out after
Yes.
dark, but we can still see
Yes.
everything. I need a lot of decorations, I need a lot of pumpkins, I need, like, a crazy amount of children running around on the street, no
Yes, just, like,
cars,
having
no
fun.
parents, maybe some festive music. I need it all.
Right.
Over the top. Turn it up to 1,000%. I'm there.
I feel like it doesn't exist anymore in that way.
It's not enough, not enough, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited to go trick or treating with little baby Jed in a few years.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny when parents will just, like, bring their literal baby and just, like, walk up to doors. This, like,
Yes.
baby is, like,
A
not
little
a
weird.
cognizant human yet, and they're just
Yeah,
like,
not only
"Trick
not a
or
cognizant human,
treat."
but, like, they can't eat candy yet. Like,
That's
candy is
also
not
true.
for
Like, "We
them.
know what you're doing. We know what you're doing."
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
It's
kinda
fine.
funny. Yeah. It's weird, but it's fine.
But I hope are you gonna dress him up? Does he have a costume this year?
Yeah, yeah, well, we're working on it, 'cause life, but, I wanted to make it, like, about like, last year, it was really just about, like, what my husband Chris wanted to do because yeah, Judd was really little, so he my husband has been told on on occasion that he looks like Zach Galifianakis.
Wait, I thought this was gonna be
Uh,
last year's
this
costume.
was, this was,
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
he dressed up as Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover, and our baby was the baby from that scene. It's so good. It's so funny. This year, I wanted to make it more about Jed because I'm like, Jed can't really talk yet, but like he still has he has
Yeah.
things to say. You know what I mean? He has likes, he has dislikes. So his favorite thing in the world, aside from like me, probably is Little
Cute.
Bear, the show. He loves
Right.
Little Bear, so he's gonna dress up as Little Bear, and then I think because
Mhm.
Chris loves the spotlight. Let's be real. He's gotta be part of this. So he is gonna dress up as, a slightly obscure character on Little Bear, but a good one, Uncle Rusty. He's like the lumberjack uncle.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it's gonna end up being funny again.
I love it.
And Jed's just gonna be cute. So, and what am I gonna wear? I can almost guarantee this sweatshirt and sweatpants that I am wearing right now because am I able to do more than that this year? No. Was I able to do more than that last year? No.
Nope.
Am I
Nope.
hoping to do more than that next year? Yes, yes, I am. There's always next year, right?
It's always next year, Ashley. We could be together
Oh.
next year for all we
That could
know.
be fun. Yes. You never know.
Mhm.
You never know. One of us could have hit the lotto. You never know. I don't gamble, but you never know.
Would be nice. Would be pretty great.
Okay. Well, I have no more thoughts on Goosebumps. Do you?
Yes, I have big thoughts on Goosebumps.
What?
This,
Hit
I
me.
felt like was the perfect example. This is not my theory alone, but this was just a really great example of the fact that even at a not super well funded children's TV show made in Canada level, horror can take on such deeper meanings in like a really significant way that I think it is that other movies just don't pull off as well. Imagine a movie that tried to I know this is a TV show, but imagine a movie that tried to make this point about, like, how important it is to be true to yourself. It would be so heavy-handed and
Yeah.
so difficult to pull off well, but this one, like, really like, it was really impactful on both of us, the actual messaging behind it, and I think horror does that so much better. If I weren't so tired right now, I would be, like, listing off examples, but, like, think about any Jordan Peele movie, of course, is, like, top of the top, but, like,
Right.
even a kind of goofy movie like Ready or Not has commentary. Like, there's really, like, so much of the horror world, I think, is just such a cool opportunity to turn the camera around and look inside ourselves. I'm so
Oh my
tired,
god.
guys, I'm sorry.
I love that little man. You're so impassioned. No, thank you for saying that. I totally agree. I feel like a lot of people write off horror as being like vapid, and that can totally be the case. Totally.
Just totally.
And in the words of R.L. Stein, it doesn't always have to have a point. We can just be there for the fun
Yes.
time. We love that. We love we love
Mhm.
that kind of horror too. Like Final Destination, great example. We're not there for the deep meaning. I mean, even though they do actually slide things in there every now and
They
again where we're like,
do.
yeah. But I totally agree. I think that the stakes also are always so high in horror, like, it's always,
Yes.
like, life or death, and so it brings of, like, the meaning of, like, survival, resilience, like, finding something to live for, like, that can come through without it just being, I don't know, like you said, like, we're going on, like, a cross-country road trip or trying to find love or find ourselves, or, like,
Right.
that's the whole point of the movie, and that's not usually for me, but Carly Beth accepting herself, finally,
That
we
is
love
for
Carly
us.
Beth. That is for us, like, will I ever watch it again? I don't know, maybe. I think I will watch these with Jed, and
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it will be refreshing to be like, "You know what? There are some little messages in here that are, I think, actually useful," without, like you said, being like an episode of, like, Barney where we're like, "Let's hold hands and sing about
Right.
acceptance, la 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 la."
Mhm.
And something also that I think is great about Goosebumps that R.L. Stein stands for is, like, just literacy, like, just getting kids to read, just getting little
Yeah,
boys to
mhm,
read, like, having, like, a book that's, like, quick and easy and fun, and that just, like, gets
mhm.
someone to read a book, and it can be, like, a gateway to, like, other types of books, and I think that's so important too and totally undervalued of just, like, this what is it called? I don't think it's called, like, gateway, but, like, some sort of, like, introductory, like, it's, like, a
It's like
way
a
to, like, get
gateway
into the
drug to
horror
reading, Ashley, is that what you're
or to,
saying?
like even to horror, you know? It's like kids who grew up watching Goosebumps now can watch other things. It's like you need that doorway in, like, you don't wanna
Yeah.
start with, like, Saw or something. That's not even that bad, but,
No.
just something that's, like, gross and disturbing and just gonna put you off, and that's part of our podcast too is, like, that you don't have to, like, watch things that are, like, horrible and disturbing to still have
Yeah.
fun and then still sometimes, like, have conversations, like, we're having, like, a serious conversation about a children's show, and it's just
So
kinda fun.
true.
It's kinda
I love
fun.
it, and horror kinda brings that all together.
It does, it's the best. That's why we're
Yeah,
here. Yay,
yeah.
haunted
Well,
homebodies. Haunted
speaking of why we're
homebodies.
here, what are we talking about next week, Ashley?
Oh my gosh. Next week is Halloween in, our alternate universe that is our podcast release schedule, so we've talked about this before where we, like, record in advance, obviously. But yeah, our next episode will be episode 31, and it'll be released the day before Halloween, and we are talking about Halloween,
I
the
love it
OG.
so much.
1978. It's a classic. It's such a great movie, and I don't know. We may not even like it. It's one of those movies where I'm like, it's just good. Okay, like, do we have to talk about it? Just go ask anyone. It's good. I'm sure we'll come up
But
with
we're
something
gonna
though.
talk about it. We're gonna
We
talk
are gonna
about
talk
it.
about it. We gotta talk about it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
yeah.
It's not gonna be as festive as we want because like we're slugs, but we're here. We're trying. We're hanging
But
in
you
there.
know, what better way to celebrate Halloween when we don't have time or energy than watching scary movies?
Ugh, it is great solace. It's like a
Yeah.
warm, creepy hug. I love it. That sounded bad. That's not what you want.
Warm, creepy hug.
Oh, retract
Okay.
that statement. Anyway, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Haunted Homebodies. Make sure you like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
And remember, when in doubt, just stay home.